hand on his back and point to the door, which was universal symbol for leave or a large security man will make you leave. I never heard from him again. And then beneath that, we have a similar story from Original Chaos in a Box. Many years ago, we fired a salesperson. She was a compulsive liar and unethical as hell. She was also living under the delusion that the place would fall apart without her, and that we'd be begging her to come back in a couple of weeks. So it didn't sit too well with her when we hired her replacement. His first day on the job, she calls him up to cuss him out for stealing her job. Later that day, she called corporate, and from what I hear, the conversation went like this.
That bastard is trying to steal my client. He's going around town telling people he replaced me.
Corporate replied, he did replace you. Harass him or any other employee again, and we're calling the cops. That finally convinced her that we weren't going to be begging her to come back. Our next reply is from Blind 30. I had an old boss who was a complete and total bastard. He was actually my boss's boss, and he wasn't supposed to interact with us unless it was through our boss. But he just loved trying to make everyone under him squirm. The company had forced him to go to training twice because of how he spoke to people. One day I get a call at home from him, and he just starts unloading, cursing, name-calling, and insulting me over some technical issue he had just found out about. After a couple of minutes, I just looked at my phone and hung up on him. The next day, I get called into a meeting with his boss, who basically wants to know who the F I think I am hanging up on this guy. I calmly explain that no one gets to yell at me on my time, in my home, on my phone. You have to wait for me to be on the clock to pay me for that privilege, and I'll gladly take that money. If I'm busy being yelled at, I'm not busy with anything else. That seemed to work. I feel like that's the one thing that a lot of bosses need to understand. Dude, you literally have to pay us to care about any of this garbage. Otherwise, we honestly couldn't care less. Our next reply is from Epidemica. In my first apartment, my parents came to visit, and I yelled the F word when I hit my head on the open door of the freezer while standing up from grabbing something in the fridge. My mother said, "You can't talk like that in my house," and stopped mid-sentence. OP, if your mom pulls that son again, you should send her to the guest room without dinner to adjust her attitude. Our next reply is from Grease Lightning. I worked at Walmart as a cashier, and the assistant manager there was a dick. He would insult everybody working there and force us sometimes to do work above our pay grade. 6 months later, me and him got transferred to another Walmart that was just built, and they needed to pick a manager and assistant manager. Some random guy got manager, but I got assistant manager. I guess all the complaints he got as the assistant manager basically gave him a demotion. So one day he was ordering the other cashiers around, so I pulled him to the side and told him that if he kept pulling that same stuff around here, he would be out of here. I haven't heard anything from him since. So before I became a professional YouTuber, I had this sucky office job, and I basically did YouTube on the side. And one day, out of the blue, my boss just fired me. But now, years later, I'm really looking forward to the moment when I cross paths with my old boss again. That will be a very, very satisfying encounter. Our next reply is from Definitely Not Mr. Steve. I worked at a movie theater, and a couple of customers were adamant that a staff member had stolen their wallet after they dropped it. It turns out these people just couldn't see and found the wallet once they actually started looking for it. They got irate with literally everyone, from the mall security to the managers to the staff. Mall security finally